What up? So this is the first of a few IGTVs on healing tools to address some fucking shit, right? So how this is gonna go is I'm gonna give you the tool or things to address it first, and then I'll talk about maybe the source, how I recognize the signs within me, and then the importance of awareness. So the first one I'm doing right now is on resentment. Now, resentment shows up for lots of different reasons, right? So maybe someone has done something to you, maybe you haven't advocated for yourself, and then resentment starts. So I'm gonna go towards the one about not advocating for yourself, because a lot of times the resentment starts to build up more when we don't address the fucking problem. So the tool that you can use is to ask yourself, why am I critiquing this? Why? Number one. How and what am I critiquing them for? Okay. Identify the root of all of that shit. Then turn that shit inward and ask yourself if there's anything within yourself that you can change. Is this a projection? So identify first if this is a projection, okay? 2, to identify if you have silenced yourself, and then ask yourself, how can I advocate for myself in the future to prevent more of this resentment? I hope this is helping. And then realize how holding on to this resentment is hurting you more than it's hurting the other person, because more often than not, we are the ones ruminating in these thoughts, and it's not even bothering them. They're like fucking skipping along in the flower fields, and we're over here like enraged every single fucking time, right? And so if that's the case, realize how you're feeding that that pain yourself. And so something that I do is I'll rewrite the narrative of a pain caused by somebody, to not tell them, but this is for me, to give thanks for all of the lessons learned in that pain, and then retell the story in a way that it is now serves me and is serving me. So instead of this happened to me, write the narrative how this has happened for me. So give thanks for all of the lessons from that moment, retell the story so that it is one that is uplifting, right? Because that the other story is harming you. So signs within me that I know that I'm dealing with some fucking resentment is I'm usually irritable, I'm annoyed, I'm ticked the fuck off, I'm triggered very easily, I get an attitude, my energy is drained, this person just bothers the fuck out of me no matter what they do. Even if it's something positive, I can't even appreciate the positive in them, okay? This is how I know I've got some resentment, right? And now I'm holding on to other pains, and it's snowballing into some other fucking bullshit, because now I'm bothered by like 10 billion fucking things. Now the source of this for me, more often than not, has to do with feeling undervalued, taken advantage of, not feeling like, in part with undervalued and taking advantage of, is that the other person's not seeing my worth or honoring my worth. So then I need to make sure that I know what I am worth and that I am honoring it. My inability to forgive, and my lack of unconditional love. So those would be like the sources for me. So just go towards honoring how you are enough, and to live in this essence so that anyone else that you're feeling resentment from, can live in that energy themselves, but also feel that from you, that that's all that they want to give to you. I hope that was fucking helpful. Resentment's a bitch.